I don't trade around those things. I don't trade the MACD, the RSI, the VWAP, all that stuff, you know. Because to me, one thing, indicators are lagging. I'm not saying they don't work or help you while you're in a trade, as far as maybe help you stay into a trade longer, whatever the case is, until you get to your exit point. But hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and hopefully you guys can hear me. I had a whole recorded video that I had already recorded, but for some reason the video file got corrupted, okay, and I have already taken a few trades today. But I first want to start off, as I do in each and every video, and say thank you for those who have subscribed to the channel, and as well those who've been liking the videos. I appreciate that. If this is your first time watching one of the videos, I'm a live price action day trader. I trade the Emini S&P 500 futures each and every day. So I have tons of videos on the channel where I record my traded sessions and post them to my channel here. So go back and watch it. You know, some of the videos if you want to. Yesterday's video was titled my the best trade setup strategy you can use on the ES, pretty much. So it's a good video, just basically just recapping and covering and going over the trade strategy that I use each and every day, which is just a pullback strategy that I use and looking for trades and opportunities at support and resistance, primarily supply and demand areas. And I kind of reiterate that each and every day in my videos because it's what I do. It's the same strategy that I use day in, day out. I don't use a bunch of different strategies, guys. I stick with one thing and one thing only, okay? So I had some opportunities today where I took trade entries, and I'll show you what I have today so far just on the trade performance. I'm up 23 ticks because I was talking in that video and not noticing that the video was not being recorded correctly. So I guess I'm going to have to right now just kind of recap and go back through the information in that video, okay? So the market did open, and by the way, today is the 1st of February. So the market opened up in this area right here, okay? And what I always like to do is, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I always like to go through and let's take a look at the 1 hour chart first, and kind of help me depict a direction of the market. And I'm do this every day now to kind of help those that are beginners in a sense. You know, use a higher time frame, guys, to kind of get a clear picture which way the market may be trying to move. So to me, the market is trying to push higher because we have price structure breaks to the upside, price breaking this high here, and then it broke above here, and now it's broke here. So to me, my bias would be, or direction would be, to the upside if I'm looking at the higher time frame. So then, you know, you want to scale down to your say for instance the 12 range chart, which I use, and this is how I start depicting my levels. So I did take a short entry. I think I took maybe two. Well, let's take a look here. I forget what I took, to be honest with you. And looking at the trade performance, matter of fact, they were all shorts so far, but there was a short I took right here for sure. And let's see. But my bias, you know, the direction would be to the upside, just looking for pullbacks to the upside. Like right here, this was a long right here. I didn't take it. I didn't get into it because I was recording the last video that got corrupted, and was talking about this area and didn't get into the trade. So what happened here, and more so, this is a pullback entry to an area here. So price pushed up here, okay? As it pushed up, pulled back, pushed higher, it broke resistance right here. So it breaking structure to the upside, but it also broke back into this level, as you can see right here, okay? So this level that pulled to the upside, pushed to the upside, it broke back into this level right here. So it broke into this level that where price is pushing to the downside, pushes up, pull back, breaks resistance, pushes higher, breaks back into this level right here. This price pushes higher, returns back to it. We're at a high volume area, and you want to take the trade from the lower end of the high volume area, okay? Add an area right here of support, area demand within the area of support. You look for the rejection. If you go over and look at the 4 range chart, we can look at that right now. That was at 10:06 this morning. So we'll see what kind of rejection was there. Actually, that was right here. So there was on the 4. Excuse me, that's the 12 range. Why is it 12 range? 12? Why is it 212 range. What's going on here? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I just have my mic up. So, but anyways, what I was saying was that this was the area off the 12 range chart right here was the area that I have marked as a level. Okay, price rejects that area. It's at a high volume area. When it rejected it, if you look at your full range, like I just said, I'm kind of reiterating this, but you see the sideways movement. This is pure rejection. When you see something like that, price is rejected in an area, you look for your opportunity to go long. Okay, take your first couple contracts off once price gets to an area of resistance above it. Okay, and maybe let your last contract be a runner. Okay, simple as that. Okay. Secondly, I took a short right here. I marked this area, this rectangle, because this was an area price pulled back. This is resistance, okay? This is supply, okay? Price pulled that, push down, pull back, push lower, breaking structure right here, meaning breaking market structure. Lots of selling came out of this swing to the downside. When price naturally pulls back to that area, you look for an opportunity where price rejects it, and I did, and I went short, okay? So, and there was a couple other smaller trades I took that were shorts here, but I'm just kind of showing you the bigger moves right now since the market's been the good moves, okay, I should say, right here on the pullback. So this was a pullback to support, this right here, this right here where the red line is, this was a pullback to support, go long. This right here where the rectangle is, this other red line, this was a pullback to resistance, you could go short, okay, simple as that. So right now the market is actually, it's in this area right here that I'll show you. See, the market pushed up here, right, and pulled back and pushed up, breaking resistance, making a higher high. Now it has not broke this high. This is the high for today, okay? It pushed down, pulled back, breaking structure, breaking a low, okay, making a lower low, but it also broke structure right here, this low here. This low comes off of this swing to the upside, okay? That's a break of structure right here when price pushed down to the downside, okay, right here, making a low. All right, so when I see price breaking structure to the downside, okay, meaning price broke structure, broke that structure where price was pushing up, turned back around, broke structure to the downside, breaking market structure. So when I see price breaking market structure, I'm looking for pullback for the area possibly where price could pull back to and reject, which where a lot of selling took place at, and it was this area right here, okay? So I hope you guys understand that. So you have to really understand market structure. Market structure is a major component in understanding how to trade correctly, okay? Because without it, then you won't know, you know, you won't be able to look for those areas and identify those levels to be able to trade from. So I'm going to talk today about, and you see I took candle to delta off the 12 range. I let it stay on there for a few days. Some people wanted to see it. It's actually a great indicator to use because it measures, or I guess it's the relative strength of the market. It kind of lets you know how much buying and selling pressure there is in the market. So I probably will put it back on from time to time, whatever the case is, but I do not need to trade, guys. The only thing I need is price action. I don't even need volume profile. You know, I just purely look at price action, okay? Because I can, with my eyes, can see where a lot of buying or selling is coming out of a particular swing or whatever the case is. And to me, when I see a swing that's breaking structure, and to me, when price comes back to it, I say, okay, this is a level that I want to be interested in. It's an opportunity level that I'm interested in because a lot of buying came out of it, or a lot of selling came out of it. So, but I like to look at the volume profile because I always tell you guys that, like, when price pulled back to this area right here, this swing to the downside right here, and it pulls back, lots of selling came out of this area. Price pulled back to where a high volume area. Sell above, meaning sell the highs, buy the lows, okay? You want to sell at a high price point within a swing, okay? Especially where there's a lot of selling. There's a lot of selling that took place out of this area. So when price naturally comes back to that area, do you want to sell when price pulls back right to this area, or at the highest price point? I want to sell at the highest price point, and that's the way the institutions work. They want to get in. they want to get in the best opportune time, not the best opportune times, the best opportune times, we'll say it that way, meaning where they want to sell at the highest price point and they want to buy when they can buy it cheaper. So if that makes sense, okay? So that's why they call it supply and demand, so let's see what the market's doing here now. So it looks like I mentioned the bias and look at the 1 hour is to the upside. So you could be looking for entries to potentially go long, okay? So I want to see price permanently break this high right here, okay? And right now I could be looking for entries to go long, correct? I'm doing a lot of talking, but that's okay because I'm doing a lot of, and I'm going to say educating because I'm not a teacher, but more so just giving you a lot of food for thought of the things I look for and look at while I'm trading in my session, okay? These are my live recorded sessions, guys, and I could be sitting here just not trading sessions. I mean, not trading, but not recording sessions at all, and at the same time, it won't do you guys any good. So I'm basically, missing opportunities that I could, I'm looking at it now that where I could be making money at, but it's not all about money, guys. To me, it's all about helping others as well. So that's why I'm here recording these sessions to help individuals that are really truly passionate about learning how to do this correctly. Okay, so there was an individual that sent me a message. I dropped a comment on one of the videos, and I really appreciate that message that he sent. He said that you basically giving the keys away to the kingdom for free, and you're right. I truly appreciate that, because knowledge and wisdom is power, however you want to say it, whatever the case is. But I don't believe in, my thing is like, if you understand and know something, why keep it to yourself? What good is that going to do? Help others along that really may be passionate about learning how to do this the correct way, because we can't take it with us. So, we use what we know while we're here, and while we have the time and the opportunity to be able to do so, and then teach or show others along the way, so that's just why I do it. Okay. So anyways, let's get back to what we're looking at here in the market. Okay. So the market is, yes, breaking structure to the upside. It pushed up here, pulled it back, broke higher, or broke this high here. Okay. It pulled back. All right. It bounced right here. Okay, so this was a pullback right here. Now it's breaking higher. I want to see it take this area here out. Okay, so let's see. So when the market pushed up here, I'll show you. Pushed up here. Okay, this is the high for today right here. All right, right here, and then it pulls back. Okay, now we want to see it break higher. So this would be a major swing to the upside, okay? So we'll see what the price is trying to do here. Looks like it's trying to push higher and break the high day. But we trade, taking our pullbacks, okay? And I want to talk, the topic that I want to talk about was about indicators, like I was saying that I don't use a lot of indicators. I don't use pretty much any indicators, you guys. I mean, other than volume profile, you may, some things you may see on the chart, like the value area high, the value area low, which is this green and brown line. I don't use it. They're on my chart. I can take them off. I don't use them at all. Actually, I don't even think it's on my 4-range chart. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is on there. I take that back. But I don't trade off of them. Some people trade off those levels, and I don't trade off of them. It just measures the highest points of volume in between a range, pretty much. So when price gets outside the value area high, volume is lower. Price gets out of the value area low, volume is lower. So, I don't trade around those things. I don't trade the MACD, the RSI, the VWAP, all that stuff, because to me, one thing, indicators are lagging. I'm not saying they don't work or help you while you're in a trade. As far as maybe help you stay into a trade longer, whatever the case is, until you get to your exit point. But me personally, I don't like to trade them because I'm a scalper and I'm not a position or swing trader. So I'm into the market looking for setups, and then I take my trade and get out and wait for the next one. Okay. So another reason why I don't trade them is because I don't like clutter. I don't like a lot of clutter on my charts. I like clean charts, not with a lot of bunch of indicators on my charts that clutter my vision or my mind when I'm actually trading. And I'm not waiting for, a particular crossover or something to happen and something else happen on a different indicator. So if you trade purely based on indicators, my man, I take my hat off to you, but to me, it's just not the way I trade. I don't think it's the correct way of trade. Because you have to be able to look like, it's kind of like driving a car. You got to be able to understand the traffic, and you got to know which way traffic is flowing and be able to kind of maneuver and move in to where you need to get and go, right? So you mean your entry and exit points and stop and go type things. So to me, I'm looking for those same things in the market. I'm looking for where the market's moving, where it can come back to, and how I can do what I need to do to maneuver around it to go where I need to go, that type thing. So I know it's kind of kind of like an analogy type thing that you may like, well, what's he talking about? But anyways, same thing. You got to visually be able to see it in the market. You have to visually be able to see the patterns. You have to visually be able to maneuver and know what you're doing in the market. So anyways, so let's see here. If the market is moving sideways, guys, so we're in between a high here and a low here. So the market's moving sideways right now. It's definitely moving sideways. Okay, so price is rejected the highs right here. Okay, so we're definitely moving sideways right now. Price is rejecting the highs. Okay. Definitely moving sideways here. Gonna look to see what happens when the price gets to this area right here. Around this area right here, if it can get here. May take a quick bounce off of that level there. We'll see what happens. Okay. Not quite. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I am long. Price can come a little lower though, guys. Okay. Alright, quick little long off this area right here. I just marked that right here. We got one tick away from it. Okay. Alright, look for the bounce. Took a quick little entry right there. Okay. And that's a pullback. Okay. Pullback to this little swing right here. Okay. Just a little quick little bounce. Alright, so when price made its low here, pushed up, okay, then it pulled back. Alright, and then it made some structure to the downside. Price turns back around, break structure, broke this high here to the upside, pull back, pushed up, pull back, pushed higher, pulls back to this area right here. Okay, when it came back to this area, I took a quick little bounce off that area there to go long. Okay, price is definitely moving sideways right here though, so be careful. We want to see it break this area to the upside right here at 15, pretty much 14.5. That's the high for today. All right, now let's see. Let's see what price is doing here. The market could. Let's see here. Yeah, it's 11:35 right now, guys. I normally I'm done trading by now, but it's okay. I got a late start today anyway, so let's see. Alright guys, I'm going short for a quick little scalp. Oh, what in the world? What is going on here? Let me close this out. Not sure what's going on. I was trying to go short. It's okay. I'm going to scout this area real quick. Late on the short. That's okay. Alright. Price came back to the tops up here and rejected it, so I went short. I was late on the entry though. That's okay. Actually, yeah. Price will probably come down and test this area down here and back down to this high volume area. Come on. There we go. Alright, right here. Okay, two quick little entries right there. Scalping back down to pretty much to the main high volume area. Price came up to a lower area of volume where there was rejection from the tops, and naturally speaking, if price rejects that area, it's going to push back down to the mean, to an area where it feels more comfortable in trading at or moving back to, which is area volume. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out here. I'm not gonna make it long-winded today because, excuse me, the market's moving sideways, and just not much going on. It's not breaking a high, or is it breaking, a low? We're in definitely a wedge, just moving sideways, and you can get stopped out pretty quick and mess like this. So I'll wait for price to show some better direction if it's going to break a high or continue pushing lower. But you can look for rejections on the pullback to areas of resistance and take your entries, just like I did right here. Price keeps rejecting this area, so I took the short. But right now, I also want to wait to price to give me a better idea of what it's trying to do. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in and watched the video today. If you're watching it now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and take the time to subscribe. The content here is free. I basically kind of just show you tips and show you my strategy that I use each and every day. You see me trade it in my live recorded sessions here. So I appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe and drop a like on the video. See you in the next video, guys. Stay safe if you're trading in the market. Talk to you then.